There's an inherent level of hypocrisy in complaining about complaining. And usually I write this off as, I'm not complaining, I'm making fun of people who are complaining. It's different because, fuck yourself, that's why. But no, this time I think I'm complaining about complaining. So, here in London, Ontario, Canada, there's this bar slash restaurant slash pub slash gastropub, whatever the fuck, called the Morrissey House. I don't know if it's named after that numbnuts from the Smiths that NME interviews every time they run out of fucking Gallagher brother news, but I hope not, because I did eat at this place one time, and I fucking hate Morrissey. I think I really just hate NME. Or maybe I just hate England. Are Morrissey and the two wads from Oasis actually still popular there? No one fucking cares here. But Morrissey makes venues sell vegetarian-only options when he plays them, doesn't allow them to sell meat, and spent the day in bed sucks. So I know that he's a vegetarian, but he can fucking eat me. Anyway, there's this place called the Morrissey House here, and they received a complaint earlier this month. According to the CBC, the complainant vowed to lodge a formal gender discrimination complaint with the Ontario Human Rights Commission. Gender discrimination? Gasp! Alright, men, what'd you do to rile up the liberal hairy armpit brigade this time? Oh wait, there's a twist! A man made the complaint. Why? Because they have a glorified ladies' night. In honor? Let's say honor. Of the theorized gender pay gap, on Monday nights, Morrissey House will offer a 13% discount on food at lunch and dinner, playing on the whole, women only make 87% of what a man makes thing. Doesn't matter if you agree or disagree with it, it's essentially a different spin on the classic ladies' night, something bars have done for years. On top of that, they say that they'll donate part of their Monday sales to local women's charities, and women can opt to not get the discount and put it directly toward the donations. Now you have to know this place, but it's kind of got a reputation in the city for being a hipstery place. And hipsters are, stereotypically speaking, fairly liberal. So this is the type of thing that would appeal to them. I've never met a Trump supporter who's also really into craft beer and Joy Division, but I guess they exist because, as I mentioned, some guy complained, and then threatened to go to the province's Human Rights Commission over this promotion. Of course, like all this type of shit where people complain about things, it could also have been someone who doesn't even go, which makes it even more petty. But here's the thing, it's not discrimination. Discrimination isn't having a fucking special one day a week to get more women to come into the place and drink. Just like how some nightclubs charge dudes a cover but not women, and that's not discrimination. This doesn't impede men from going. If anything, it's supposed to encourage them to go because there are going to be more women. That is why bars have ladies' nights. It's not to fuck you over, guys. It's to increase your odds of finding a woman who will want to be social with you. But if your attitude is, fuck women getting a discount, that's stupid. How come I don't get a discount? Even though they do have specials for men and women on the same night, then you might want to look at a mirror to see the problem that you're having with attracting women. This type of shit happens all the time. There are seniors discounts, veterans discounts. I guarantee you many bars will have specials during the Super Bowl. Yes, that could benefit women, but it's clearly geared toward men. These specials aren't discriminating towards young people, pacifists, and people who don't like sports. As I've discussed before, it's all about capitalism, either pandering to your existing crowd or drawing a crowd you might otherwise not draw in to spend their money, which doesn't sound too liberal to me. But if I can take this in another direction, if this type of thing actually bothers you, let me say this, as honestly and sincerely as I can. Stop being a pussy! Stop it! Man the fuck up! Grow a fucking pair for fuck's sakes! I personally don't know that I completely agree with the gender pay gap. The studies often aren't comparing job for job and experience for experience. However, that's not the point of it, right? The point is that women aren't able to get the same high-paying jobs that men do because they either aren't encouraged at young ages to pursue the skills needed for those jobs, or the old boys club continues to promote dudes instead. Or companies are afraid to hire a woman or put them in a position of power because what if she goes and has a baby? Then she's not going to be there to do the job. Or maybe you think women aren't as ambitious as men or aren't as good as they are. Whatever. You will agree then that on a completely flat average of what the average man makes versus what the average woman makes, women often make less than men. And a restaurant decided to have some fun with that fact while shining a light on an issue that they feel is important to them. So you don't fucking bitch about it. If you don't agree, you just don't go. And if you weren't going in the first place, you shut your fucking mouth and you worry about your own fucking life. Just like you want liberals to do when they bitch about comics being sexist or sports being too violent. And I told you at the start, I get it. This is kinda hypocritical. Complaining about complaining always is. So whatever. I'm a hypocrite. At least I'm not some pansy-ass fuckface threatening to complain to the Human Rights Commission over a woman getting 91 cents off a fucking quesadilla.